Hi, I'm John, and this is the 25th recording of this video, which is weird because this is supposed to be a vlog. Also, it's the 25th recording because I kept fucking up the audio. I finally figured it out. It's just me being stupid. I thought it was a room at first because I just moved to the town I study at, and yeah, I'm in a new room with hardwood floor, and it's untreated, so it sounded a bit echoey before, but that was just me being stupid with the settings and stuff. But yeah, I spent the last week here just setting things up, spending some time with my friends. Back to what I did this month, I guess. I finally put on the BL Touch probe, and it works great. It works great. I don't have to level the bed anymore. It's just so good. I mean, I do still have to level the bed, but I don't have to be present when it does that, which is super nice. I also replaced the glass bed with a PEI sheet. I don't know why it took me so long to switch to a PEI sheet, because PEI sheet beds are so much better than glass beds. If you're trying to upgrade your Ender 3 bed, just skip the glass bed and go straight for a PEI sheet. I think they are standard now on most Bamboo Lab printers. I didn't set up the orbiter extruder on there just yet, but I did fix the mount a little bit. So I took a look at the files, and these two holes, the through hole and the hole in the heat break, should be aligned. And they are, if I assembled them like this. What I didn't account for, what was causing the shift, were actually these bolts. And it was shifting the alignment of it quite a bit, so I fixed that now, which is good. Another thing I did, I made a fume extractor instead of buying it, because a fume extractor is $40 on Amazon, $40 Canadian on Amazon, and that was the cheapest one I could find. For $20 or 20 something, I got a pack of 3 filters. So that was quite worth the money to just make it myself. I didn't design it this month. Last month I was supposed to go into work one day, and then I felt sick and called in sick that day. And instead of, taking a break, getting some rest, catching up on shows, relaxing a little bit, I sat in front of my computer and modeled the fume extractor. So that says something about me, I guess. At first, the fan was a bit too big, like the tolerances were a bit wrong, and it ripped itself in half, so I had to remodel the fan a little bit. I had to wait until this month to print everything, or most of it, because the printer was clogged. And speaking of which, I completely narrowed it down to the filament being the problem. So yeah, I spent 2 weeks last month trying to figure out why the printer wasn't working, and it was just the filament's fault. So that's good to know. That's good to know. But yeah, after I remodeled the fan blades, it worked perfectly. But then my motor burnt out, which is weird because I swear it was a 12-volt motor running on a 12-volt car battery. I guess I misremembered the voltage rating on the motor because the magic smoke said otherwise. So yeah, after I switched out the motor to one that isn't burnt, I'm just gonna play it safe and run it under voltage. So yeah, and if you look down on the date, I should go to bed, but also it's September now, and that means school started, and that means the summer's ended, which kind of sucks because I wish I got more done this summer. I had a lot more planned this summer. At the start of the summer, I made a couple clips saying, oh, I'm gonna make an instrument, and then I didn't. Reason for that was the instrument I was trying to make is a Shazin from Warframe, and making a string instrument presents you with two options: either go acoustic or electric. Now, going acoustic has the pro of it sounding more unique, but it has the con of being very fucking hard to make. And for some reason, in my infinite wisdom, I chose to go with an acoustic design because I want it to be unique. So that's why it's sitting in a project box that I probably won't get around to. If I have time, I might just go the electric route because it's much faster, it's much less work. I also did plan to give myself a face so I don't have to, because right now I am a disembodied voice screaming into the void and you're somehow hearing me. You should probably get checked for that. But it means the most you're listening right now. Even if it's just second monitored content. Any kind of support means the most to me. Yeah, that's kind of how things are. I'm meal prepping now, but I'll talk more about that, or show you more next month, hopefully. But yeah, I've moved here, and I'm pretty happy. Even though it's engineering, I like the people here. I like the progress that I'm making. I like the fact that I'm learning more math, learning more physics, and working my way to doing something meaningful. Yeah, but it means the most to me that you've stayed this far and watched this much of this video, and if you've watched the other videos, thank you so much. If you haven't, feel free to check them out, and thank you for even considering it. Yeah, I will see you guys next time, and remember, this is why you should never oil your toilet paper before you do the dishes. Until we meet again.